Picture this. You're standing in line at a coffee shop. There's a girl in front of you. She has this energy that just hits different, and for a split second, you feel that spark. You want to say something, anything, but then the freeze happens inside your head. It stops being a simple hello and starts feeling like you're trying to defuse a live bomb. Your heart starts racing. Your palms are getting damp. Maybe you pull out your phone, type out a clever text to a friend, delete it, and type it again just to look busy. Then you just walk away, hating yourself for the next 3 hours. I've been exactly where you are. I remember standing at a counter for 10 minutes, staring at a menu like it was a complex physics equation, just because I was too paralyzed to speak to the woman next to me. Then I'd watch some guy who looked way less prepared than I was walk up and start a conversation like it was the easiest thing in the world. You think he has better words. You think he has a secret script you haven't read yet. But here's the reality your brain is ignoring. The problem isn't your vocabulary, it's your nervous system. You're stuck in a social freeze. It's a biological survival mechanism designed to protect you from social death, but in the modern world, it's the very thing killing your chances with women. Internal monologue. Wrong. I need to say something perfect. I have to make her laugh. If I mess this up, I'll look like a creep. Get this through your head. By the end of this video, you're going to possess the exact formula to flip that panic into a grounded, magnetic presence. I'm going to show you the 3 steps to stop performing for her attention and start owning the room. Because here's the thing. She isn't rejecting your words. She's rejecting your lack of presence. But why does that other guy succeed while you're still staring at the menu? It all comes down to a biological radar she's using to scan you before you even open your mouth. Your brain thinks it's about the shoes or your bank account. It's not. It's about the radar. A woman's mind has a biological radar that is constantly scanning you. This radar is evaluating whether you are above her or below her in terms of status. And the way she determines this is through something called mirror neurons. Think of it like an emotional Wi-Fi signal. If your signal is panic, she's picking it up instantly. If you walk up to her and you're in your head, analyzing every move, she feels that disconnect. She feels a wall go up because your nervous system is screaming, I am not safe, or I am trying too hard. When you are tense, she mirrors that tension. Tension kills connection every single time. I used to think that being the nice guy, always agreeing, always seeking her approval was the ticket. I thought if I just did enough for her, she'd see my value. I was wrong. In fact, the more I tried to please her, the faster her interest died. I was performing like a dancing monkey, thinking I had to juggle entertainment just to keep her from walking away. Here's the 93% rule. 93% of attraction is your energy, your tonality, and your presence. The words you use are just the remaining 7%. If your energy is seeking approval, you could say the funniest line in the world and it will still feel creepy. Guy performance wrong. Guy. I just got back from hiking in the mountains. It was such an intense, dangerous trip, not many people could handle it. He is trying to show off his achievements to get her validation. Guy grounded right. Guy. So today was kind of crazy. He is calm. He is not rushing to the next sentence. He knows his presence is enough. I know it feels like you are just being nice, but in reality, you are trading your dignity for a crumb of her attention. You might get a polite smile for a few minutes, but you are losing her respect and her attraction permanently. Attraction is a subconscious response to specific behaviors. It is not a choice she makes with her logical brain. If you want to trigger that response, you have to stop the performance and start the presence. But how do you actually ground yourself when your heart is pounding against your ribs? We're going to fix the vessel the words are coming from before we even worry about what you're saying. This is how you reclaim your status in real time. Step 1. The hardware check. Most guys, when they walk up to a beautiful woman, go into fight or flight mode. Their jaw clenches, their voice gets higher, and they start talking faster and faster. Insecure men move fast because they are trying to get the words out before she has a chance to reject them. I want you to drop your shoulders. Literally, let them fall 2 inches. Unclench your jaw. Take a breath not into your chest, but into your belly. When you move slow, you signal to her radar that you are a man worth listening to. Slow is smooth, and in dating, slow is confident. I remember once I accidentally knocked over a glass of water right in the middle of a sentence. The old me would have scrambled for napkins, apologizing like I'd just committed a crime. Instead, I just looked at the puddle, gave a small smirk, and said, I guess that glass couldn't handle the conversation. I didn't break my frame, and she actually leaned in closer. Step 2. Curiosity, not interrogation. Once you are grounded, you need to follow the 50-30-20 formula. 50% of the conversation is about her, 30% is about the environment, and only 20% is about you. Because in any social dynamic, the person who talks the most about themselves is usually the one seeking the other person's approval. Stop asking for facts like you're conducting a job interview. Ask for feelings. Guy interrogation. Wrong. Guy. So, where do you work? Do you like it there? How long have you been in that position? Guy emotional expansion. Right. Guy. That sounds like a crazy industry to be in. What's the one thing that actually makes you want to get out of bed for that job every morning? Now, she isn't just giving you data. She's telling you about her excitement, her fears, and her world. Step 3. The unreactive frame. This is where the game is won or lost. Most men are terrified of silence or a lack of investment from the woman. I remember that feeling of staring at a scene status on my screen, watching the minutes tick by while my anxiety skyrocketed. You think you need to send a second or third text to fix it. Get this through your head. When she gives you a dry response or a test, your only job is to remain unreactive. If she says something like, haha, or I am busy, and you react with a long paragraph of explanation, you have just handed her all the power. Guy reactive. Wrong. Girl. Haha. Guy. Wait, did I say something wrong? I was just trying to be funny. Are you mad? Guy unreactive. Right. Girl. Haha. Guy. Silence. You don't reply. You go live your life. You show her that your emotional state isn't dependent on her two-word response. When you remain unreactive, you prove that your value is internal. You are trading the temporary relief of her reply for long-term respect. That is the difference between a man who performs and a man who is present. You have two paths in front of you right now. The first is the fragility path. This is where you treat every beautiful woman like she's made of glass and you're wearing boxing gloves. You walk on eggshells, terrified that one wrong word will make her disappear. You agree with every opinion she has, even when she's wrong, because you're desperate for her to like you. This is the scarcity mindset. You act like this is the only woman on the planet, and that desperation is a scent she can smell from a mile away. What's the trade-off? You get to avoid the immediate sting of rejection, but you pay for it with your soul. You get a polite smile for a minute, but you lose the girl for a lifetime. That's the tax you pay for being a nice guy. You become the man she calls when her car breaks down, but never the one she thinks about late at night. Then there's the resilience path. This is the path of abundance. It's the realization that your value isn't a gift she gives you, it's a fact you already own. When you have a spine, you aren't afraid to disagree with a smile. You aren't afraid to walk away if she isn't matching your investment, because you know your time is the most valuable currency you have. A hunter doesn't panic when one target runs away. He knows the forest is deep, and he trusts his skill to find the next one. I don't have every answer for every woman you'll ever meet. I'm not some guru, but I do know the laws of human nature. And the law is this: a woman cannot be attracted to a man she can't respect, and she will never respect a man who is too afraid of losing her to be himself. If you keep performing, you stay stuck in the loop. But if you choose to be present, everything changes. But this presence doesn't happen by accident. It's built in the moments when no one is watching. Let's wrap this up. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, slow down. Focus on her world, ask for feelings, and stop the interrogation. And above all, stay unreactive when things get quiet or she tests you. This is the entire game. Status through presence, not performance. When you master your internal state, you stop chasing connection and you start allowing it to happen. The pressure disappears because you realize you are already enough. But here's the thing. Being great at conversation is only half the battle. What if you could trigger that attraction before you even open your mouth? There are specific, non-verbal habits, the way you carry yourself, your grooming, and your mindset that do the heavy lifting for you. I've broken them all down in this video right here. 7 habits that make women notice you immediately. Click it. I'll see you there.